Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle for Monday, the 11th of October, 2021. New week. Are you looking forward to the week? I hope so, because, life is very short and it's no good wishing your life away. So let's hope you're thinking, wow, this week's going to be great. Anyway, for those of you who are a bit more depressed on a Monday, welcome to our Sudoku puzzle. Sure, this will make you feel a bit better. I'm just noticing the print is very weird. I just changed the toner in my printer, a yellow toner with a non-official replacement, and it seems to be a bit dusty. Never mind, I'm sure it will clear up after a couple of uses. The actual official replacements are so expensive; they're outrageously expensive, and you can get kind of knockoff products here in Thailand that come from, I'm not sure if they're locally produced or come from China or whatever, but they do the job very well usually. Never can quite tell though. Right, we'll get on to the Sudoku in just a second. Of course, it's going to be beginner's day, I guess, easy day usually anyway. Before I mention anything in the news that's caught my eye, well, nothing much, but it's just that I noticed The Guardian has a couple of reports on US politicians who always do the rounds on Sunday. In the US, they have Sunday chat shows, political chat shows. I know in the UK they do as well, actually, but in the US, politicians often go around chat shows on their Sunday, and I think it's best that we don't believe their words anymore. We just wait for the actions. According to Adam Schiff, the committee investigating the January insurrection in the US is going to go forward and enforce subpoenas this time. Remember when Trump was president, nobody bothered turning up for any subpoenas or anything like that. So he's going to make them. He says the committee is willing to legally enforce them. Yeah, we'll believe it when we see it, Mr. Schiff, okay? Because, lots of threats we've heard before. We'll just have to wait for action. And Janet Yellen, more importantly, Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, has said that the US will manage to get through this 15% minimum business tax, corporate tax, the agreement that's been made by 136 countries. Well, this is an important thing. It's such a tiny number, though. It really should be, 20% or something like that, really, to be honest with you. Most importantly is, what about enforcement and these countries? We've just seen the Pandora Papers of how, well, mostly that's individuals get around these tax rules, but so many companies not necessarily break tax law, just find loopholes in tax law to avoid paying tax and use these offshore countries that have very low taxation or zero taxation or something like that. Okay, enough with again. I was going to say we'll believe it when we see it, right? When it's actually passed through, not her confidence level. What's that got to do with anything? We have to wait until these things are actually passed. So it's action, not words, please, politicians around the world. Okay, this game is played by filling these numbers across. This yellow fringing is looking very weird in my eyes. Probably the camera's not picking it up much, I think, but for me it's looked quite strange. Squares down have numbers 1 to 9, squares across have numbers 1 to 9, and these blocks have 1 to 9. Now, you are probably a less experienced player if you're playing this game, because this is generally the easy level game, so I'll explain in a bit more detail. Look, this one can appear once only in this column, this row, and this block. Numbers can appear only one time in a column, row, or block. So, because this one is in this row already, it cannot appear in either of these two squares or back here. And this one also cannot reappear in this row here. So there's a kind of blocking effect, right? Blocking along here, blocking along here. And there is only one empty square left. So we know immediately that that's where we can place a 1. We don't have to look for anything else or find any other numbers or anything. That's it. We're done. We can move on and find another number by a similar kind of technique, usually. Like this 3 that blocks across this row here. and this 3 blocks across this row. So you see the 3, no other 3s here, no other 3s here. There's only one other square, so we know that our 3 must appear there. This 3 blocks across this row, and this 3 blocks up this square. Same thing, same blocking technique, blocking, you see it? So 3 has to go here. We're going to do it again. Look at the 3s. Notice this 3, notice this 3, and notice this 3. And we say, look, 3 blocking up this column, and across here, and that gives us a 3 to place there. Okay, hope you've got the idea now. We can finish 3s actually. There's 2 more blocks where we don't have 3, this one and this one, but let's see. This 3 blocks across this row, this 3 blocks across this row, so blocked and blocked. You can see that's the square 3 must appear in. And now we're going to say there's only one block left remaining, one of these segments that are remaining that doesn't have a 3. We've got 3 everywhere else. And if you face this situation, you should look for that last number, because you can always find it. It's guaranteed. The rules of Sudoku guarantee it. So 3 blocks up here, 3 blocks across here, and this 3 blocks across here. So just smack in the middle of that block there, we know that that has to be a 3. This 2 blocks up this column, this 2 blocks down this column, and so blocked, that's our 2. This 5 stops this square from being a 5. We don't yet have a 5 in this row. So if this can't be a 5, the 2 missing numbers here are 5 and 7, right? From this row we have everything else. 1, 2, 3, 4, no 5, 6, no 7, 8, 9. So 5 stops this square from being a 5, so 5 has to go there. And 7, which is our last number, has to go there. Now you have to keep your eyes moving around the grid. Don't get stuck in one place for too long, because that's a trap that's very easy to fall into, one that I often fall into myself actually. 8 blocks across this row now, so 8 is in this square. Missing numbers here and here must be 2 and 4. We have a 1, there's no 2. We have a 3, there's no 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 we've got. So 2 and 4 have to go in these 2 squares here. But let's consider if anything is intervening here. No. But here, yes. Look, there's a 2 that says this is not allowed to be a 2. So 2 goes here, 4 goes here. Now there's only one number missing from this column. Now in the same way that I said if there's only one number missing in a block, if there's only one number missing from a column or a row, or a block indeed, you can always find it. Now the number missing is 1. We can't find a 1 anywhere in this column, and so we know that that has got to be a 1. This 4 blocks across here, 4 blocks down here, so 4 has to go in this square here. Six blocks down here and 6 blocks up here, so 6 has to go in this square here. Now 6 is one of our missing numbers from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we don't have 6, 7, 8, we don't have 9. So 6 and 9 are the missing numbers in this block. 6 now stops this square from being 6. So we know now that 6 goes there and 9 goes there. And what's the next thing to do? Well, look, this row here has only one missing number, so this is the next place we look. We have 1, we don't have a 2 anywhere, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so it must be a 2. Okay. This 5 says that this can't be a 5, and we don't yet have a 5 in this block. So the 5 goes here, and the last number that we need either for this block or this row is the same thing. It's a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got to be a 9. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see it's a 9. So it doesn't matter which way you look at it, you'll get the same answer anyway. Now, lacking in from this column, we have two missing numbers. The two missing numbers are 2 and 5. You see 1. There's not 2 and 5. Sorry, 2 and 8. We have a 1. We don't have a 2. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No 8, 9. So 2 and 8 are missing. This 2, if you see, intersects and says no 2 allowed here. 2's got to go there, and 8 is our last number. You see, I almost made a mistake, right? I nearly said 5, but double checking, you see, no. And now this 8 blocks down here and 8 blocks across here, that's going to give us an 8 in this square. I think you should really have got the hang of the game by now, right? So you should be finding stuff yourself. 1 blocks down this column here, and that leaves a 1 to place here. Of course, if it's your first time, it can be a tricky game until you get the hang of it. You know, it's like all things, needs practice. Like, not all things, but many things in life needs a bit of practice. And once you've done it a few times, well, it's much easier and much more pleasurable too. Okay, missing numbers now are, well, okay, so here's something interesting. Here are 3 empty squares, and the missing numbers are 2, 7, and 9. Now look, we've got a 2 and a 7 both blocking the same square here. So if it's not 2, it can't be 2, and it can't be 7. Well, we know it's got to be the other missing number, which is 9. Now we take this 9 and say this 9 blocks across here, this 9 blocks across here, and so we know that 9 has to be in that square there. Missing numbers this time are 2 and 7, but this time we can't do anything. We look for the missing numbers and we say, well, it's 2 and 7, but we can't actually do anything, so it doesn't matter. We just leave it for now. And let's come back here and see what else. You know, look somewhere else. That's the point. You have to keep moving around. It's 2 blocks down here, 2 blocks across here, so that's a 2 there. Now here's something you will find as you play the game more often. You see that these are 2 empty squares here, and this row also has 2 empty squares here. Well, whatever number is in here has to be the same here, and also has to be the same here. Okay, so the missing numbers here and here are 2 and 7. Now we have an intersecting 2 here now, so this can't be a 2, this has to be a 7, and this has to be a 2. Actually, I take that back. 1, 2, 3, this is a 4 now. I apologize, I made a slight mistake. Don't worry, disregard what I said previously. 4 blocks across here, and that's a 4. This one stops this from being a 1. 1 goes here. The last number in this block is a 5. Okay, there's 1 number missing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't yet have a 6, so we can place that now. Down here, 7 stops there, so 7 is there or there. 8, aha, that's more useful. 8 blocks this square, 8 blocks this square, so 8 goes here. Now, 1 blocks this square. We don't yet have a 1. It's one of our missing numbers, so 1 is here, and 7 is here like this. So look at this, 2/3 or more than 2/3 is now complete. And so let's keep on moving. This 8 blocks up here, this 8 blocks here, and 8 blocks here, so 8 has to go in this square here. Let's move. Oh, look there, there's nothing we can really do, so let's look in another location. Maybe let's examine this. This looks the most promising, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have a 5 and we don't have a 6, so 5 and 6 are here. Any intersecting ones? No, don't know. Okay. What's missing here? 1, 2, 3. We don't have a 4, 5, 6. We don't have a 7. So 4 and 7 are here and here. Any intersecting? No. Oh, really? Down here, 2. We don't have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 9 are missing. This time we do have an intersecting number. We have our 1 saying this can't be a 1. 1 goes here. And 9 is the last number. Now that 9 is going to help us, because now we can say 9 blocking up here, this 9 blocking up here, and this 9 blocking across here. So that gives us a 9 to place there. Now, next thing, what should we do next? There's one number missing here. We've got to find it. You'll see it's a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No 7, 8, and 9. So 7 goes here like this. 7 blocks up here, 7 blocks across here. That's a 7 to place here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No 6 yet. 7, 8, 9 we've got, so 6 is there. 6 blocking across here, up here, across here, up here. So 6 is there. Right, one number missing from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no 5, so we know 5 goes here. Now one number missing from this row. 1, 2, 3. We don't have a 4, so 4 goes here. One number missing in this block. 1, 2, 3, 4. No 5. 5 goes here. 5 blocks all the way across here, and so this can't be a 5. So 5 goes here. 1, 2, 3. We don't have a 4 yet, so 4 goes there. This 4 stops this from being a 4. 4 must be in this square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There you go. So that's our easy level puzzle. If you're a beginner, I hope you've got the got the basic idea. Now you must go and try it yourself. And if you check on in the channels list here, you'll find lots of links to easy level puzzles, beginner level puzzles that you can practice and learn. And you must try it for yourself. You can't just watch videos of other people playing. You need to try the game for yourself. Don't be afraid. Nothing bad happens when you get it wrong. Okay, thank you very much, and see you again. Bye bye.